Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Biofactory for NEET Molecular Basis of Inheritance with Part 11. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, like and share my videos to get more information on NEET, KSET and other competitive exams. In this video, I am going to explain the regulation of gene expression. Gene expression is one of the most important process in a living cell to express various characters. These characters are expressed by gene so that the gene is the unit of inheritance to transfer the characters from one generation to next generation. This gene expression process occur at molecular level because genes are located on DNA. DNA can produce RNA and proteins to express a character so that the mechanism always occur at molecular level. Every gene it expresses one external character, it is called phenotype. These genes are generally present on DNA in the structure of chromosomes. Now genes location is on chromosomes. To understand the gene expression mechanism, we need the knowledge of biochemical genetics. DNA molecule can produce RNA with the help of transcription. RNA can produce protein molecule with the help of translation. Now this protein acts as an enzyme to control the structure and functioning of a specific trait in a living cell. Generally, genes are two types. One is called housekeeping genes, second one is luxury genes. Housekeeping genes are also called constitutive genes because these genes in a living cell it can express continuously. Due to expression of these genes continuously, it regulates various metabolic reactions in a cell because its products are needed always. By taking some examples, the first example, histone protein genes. Histone protein genes are always expressed in a living cell. It is useful for the packaging of DNA. Along with that, second example, ATPase. ATPase producing gene is always expressed in a living cell to release energy. These are example for housekeeping genes. The second type of genes are luxury genes. These genes are also called non-constitutive genes because these luxury genes are not continuously expressed in a cell because of its activity is always regulated by some special proteins called regulatory proteins. That means luxury genes are expressed only in few conditions because their activity is completely under regulation. This luxury gene expression is regulated in two ways. One is called positive regulation, second one is negative regulation. In positive regulation, in the structure of a transcriptional unit, it contains promoter, operator and structural genes. Some of the special proteins called activator proteins, when it binds on operator, immediately it promotes the binding of RNA polymerase enzyme on promoter that leads to transcription. That means in positive regulation, the transcriptional factors, nothing but activators, it binds to promoter for the promotion of transcription by RNA polymerase enzyme. In the same way, if activator is not available to the operator region, immediately the transcription process it will be stopped. In this type of gene expression, its effect occur through some enzymes called inducible enzymes. in second type of gene regulation, that is negative gene regulation. In this negative gene regulation, the promoter, if it have some of the special proteins called repressor proteins, these repressor proteins, it inhibits the binding of RNA polymerase enzyme on promoter. If RNA polymerase enzyme not binds on promoter region, the transcription process it will be stopped. That means in negative regulation, a repressor protein bind to promoter to prevent a gene from being expressed. If repressor protein not present on operator, in such condition, the transcription process it will take place, so that it is also called repressible regulation. The main difference in between positive regulation and negative regulation is, in the presence of activator only, gene it will express with transcription. In the absence of repressor only, gene it express with transcription. It is in negative regulation. Positive regulation is also called inducible regulation. Negative regulation is also called repressible regulation. Coming to in eukaryotic gene expression. In eukaryotes, gene regulation is affected at 4 levels. The first level is transcriptional level. Genes are located on DNA. Now the DNA undergoes transcription to produce primary transcript. At this level also, the process is affected. It is called transcriptional control. These primary transcript having both expressed and non-expressed sequences. The expressed sequences are called exons. Non-expressed sequences are called introns. Both exon and introns are present in the structure of primary transcript. Now this primary transcript, it undergoes a process called splicing. In this splicing, all introns are removed and all exons are joined in a defining manner. It is called splicing. At this level also, the process is affected called RNA processing control. At the third level, after completion of splicing, the mRNA molecule it came to outside of the nucleus through minute pores present in nuclear membrane. At this level also, the process is controlled. It is called RNA transport control. Finally, the mRNA molecule which present in cytoplasm of the cell, now it undergoes translation for the synthesis of proteins. Now at this level also, the process is controlled. It is called translation control. But in prokaryotic cell, the gene expression is regulated generally at the initiation of transcription only, because during transcription, RNA polymerase enzyme first it interact with some special proteins called accessory proteins or regulatory protein. After interacting with this protein only, RNA polymerase enzyme it binds on promoter to initiate transcription. These regulatory proteins or accessory proteins, they act both positively and negatively. These regulatory proteins act positively in the form of activators. They act negatively in the form of repressor. Finally, the gene expression process, it's not only controlled by regulatory proteins, along with that metabolic, physiological and environmental conditions also regulate gene expression. To explain the gene expression process in prokaryotes, Jacob and Monod they proposed operon concept. According to this operon concept, operon is a group of genes, they work in coordinating manner. In the structure of operon, various genes like structural genes, operator, promoter and regulatory genes, they function together to regulate metabolic pathway as a unit. Now, various examples like lac-operon, trip-operon, era-operon, his-operon, and val-operon. First, we take one example, that is lac-operon. In lac-operon, lac refers lactose. Now, lactose or lac-operon is inducible operon system because the lactose itself, it can stimulates the synthesis or production of various enzymes required for it. Now, in this lac-operon, lactose acts as a inducer. Now, when we observe the structure of lac-operon, in the structure of lac-operon on DNA, various genes are present like promoter gene, regulatory gene, promoter gene, operator gene, and structural genes like Z, Y, and A. In the structure of this lac-operon, promoter genes, it provides a site for RNA polymerase enzyme binding to initiate transcription. That is the function of promoter gene. Regulatory genes, generally it can produces some proteins. These proteins acts positively as a activator, negatively as a repressor. Operator gene, it is the main site to receive what are the products produced from regulatory genes like regulatory proteins like repressor or activator proteins. The structural genes like first gene, Z gene, it produces an enzyme, it is beta galactosidase enzyme. This beta galactosidase enzyme, it converts the lactose into glucose plus galactose. The second structural gene, that is Y gene, it can produces an enzyme, that is permease enzyme. The permease enzyme, it acts on cell wall of bacteria cell and increase permeability to receive the lactose which present in its surrounding to inside of the cell. When lactose enters into the cell, this lactose, it converted into glucose plus galactose by beta galactosidase enzyme. The last structural gene, that is A gene. A gene can produces trans-acetylase enzyme. This trans-acetylase enzyme, it can add acetyl group to beta galactosidase. These are the structural genes and their respective enzymes. Now, in the structure of lac-operon, all these genes are worked in coordinating manner. Now, the entire lac-operon is regulated by lactose. Lactose is one of the disaccharide. It is utilized by the E. coli as an energy source. In the absence of lactose, if lactose is not available to Escherichia coli, in such conditions, the regulatory gene can produce mRNA molecule with transcription. This mRNA molecule can produce a protein. It is called repressor protein. Now, in the absence of this lactose, the repressor protein is in active state. This active repressor, it binds on operator gene. When it binds on operator gene, the RNA polymerase enzyme, it never binds on promoter and it never transcribes structural genes like Z, Y, and A genes. The entire process occurs in the absence of lactose only. If lactose is available to Escherichia coli, that lactose can uptaken into the cell with the help of permease enzyme activity. Now, inside the cell, in the presence of lactose, the regulatory gene can produce mRNA. This mRNA can produce a protein is called repressor protein. But due to presence of lactose, this lactose acts as an inducer and now it binds on repressor protein. It makes the repressor in inactive state. Now, Due to this inactive repressor protein, it never binds on operator. The RNA polymerase enzyme, it binds on promoter and it can transcript Z gene, Y gene and A gene to produce mRNA molecule. The mRNA molecule which is produced from Z gene, it can produces beta galactosidase enzyme. The mRNA which produced from Y gene, it produces permease enzyme. The mRNA which is produced from A gene, it can produces trans-acetylase enzyme. In this way, due to presence of lactose, the required enzymes are produced from structural genes. It is lac operon. Lac operon is regulated by repressor protein so that it is referred as negative regulation and it is inducible. By taking one more example, trip operon. In the structure of trip operon concept, trip refers to tryptophan. In this trip operon, it is a repressible operon system because after completion of a tryptophan synthesis, this tryptophan acts as the end product. Now, after synthesis of end product, the entire process it will be stopped. When we observe the structure of trip operon, in the structure of trip operon, promoter gene, regulatory gene, promoter and operator genes along with structural genes like E, D, C, B and A are present. Now here also, if tryptophan is not present in a cell, in such conditions, the regulator gene can produce this mRNA molecule. Now it can produce a protein. Now this proteinaceous structure acts as a aporepressor. This aporepressor generally present in inactive state. This aporepressor, due to inactive state, it never binds on operator. In such conditions, the RNA polymerase enzyme, it binds on promoter and performs transcription of E, D, C, B, A genes and produces mRNA molecule. So these E, D, C, B, A genes can produce their respective proteins with translation. These 5 types of proteins, they becomes into 3 enzymes. With the help of these 3 enzymes, tryptophan synthesis takes place. Now, tryptophan synthesized in cell due to aporepressor. Now, tryptophan present in living cell. In the presence of tryptophan, the tryptophan it move towards the aporepressor. Actually, aporepressor is a proteinaceous structure and it is inactive repressor. Now, the end product tryptophan it acts as a co-repressor. It is a non-proteinaceous in nature. Both proteinaceous aporepressor, non-proteinaceous co-repressor are combined, then the repressor is activated. In this active repressor, both aporepressor proteinaceous and non-proteinaceous co-repressor are present. This active repressor it moves towards operator, then it binds on operator gene. Due to binding of this active repressor, the RNA polymerase enzyme it never binds on promoter region. Due to this, there is no synthesis of RNA. In this way, the gene regulation process is controlled by end product. Now such type of regulation is called feedback repression. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, like and share my videos to get more information to your friends.